I mean, when I went into the shop to buy all these SIM cards, the guy's giving me the look. He's like, I know what you're doing, lad. I'm like, mate, I've just got a load of old retro phones. He's like, nah. He's like, you're either a pimp or a dealer. I'm like, it's none of those things. I've literally just bought a load of retro phones. So he's just give me the wink, and I'm like, give me his £4, and then. So I'm probably on some watch list now anyway.
Retro unboxing.
Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel. I've been away for a while, but I'm back now, and hopefully I'm going to be doing these videos once a week, maybe 2 or 3 times a month. I'm going to continue doing gaming unboxings, console unboxings, and also mobile phone unboxings. Basically, it's all my passions from my younger days. And one of the phones in particular that I've been looking out for over the last couple of years is one of these. Now, you can buy them pretty regularly, but they're always in pretty poor condition, boxes squished, no boxes, no accessories, etc, etc. So the T68 had been on my watch list for between 2 and 3 years. I've still not found, if I'm honest, a T68. But what I have found is the next best thing. This is a T68i. So the original T68 was simply an Ericcson phone. It was pretty much what's considered the world's first colour screen. I believe there were other colour screen mobile phones knocking around in Japan, but they were Japanese only. But this was a worldwide kind of thing. So this is the next best thing that I can find. I do have a T68, but I'm looking for a nice new mint boxed example. And so far, as I say, I've only been able to find a nice new mint boxed example of the T68i. So, I mean, basically it's the same thing, but in the kind of late 90s or early 2000s, Sony and Ericsson merged in some way, or there was some sort of joint venture, and these kind of things were the result. So the branding Sony Ericsson was the result. As I say, I want to find a T68 just because I want the Ericsson logo and the Ericsson badge. The finish of the phone was slightly different, but I'm still looking. So like I say, I've managed to find this. It is well, I mean, basically brand new. I haven't actually used it yet, so this may be a pretty short boxing, or a short segment for this unboxing, because, well, here we go. Look, I mean, there's not much in here. So we've literally just got some instructions which are sealed with a few barcodes and whatnot. So you've still got the Ericsson logo here, which is, as I say, like the 3 stripes, and that's what I want to find on the phone. And then what you used to get with all mobile phones back in the day was some sort of Windows installation CD. Interestingly, this does only work on Windows, and there's also instruction there on how to manually start the CD if you're using some old DOS computer. But anyway, a little sticker here with all the IMEI number and all that kind of stuff. They usually go on the side of the box. In fact, there's the one on the side of the box, and then on the inside of the box, you open this up, and all we've actually got is a phone, which is just making me go a little bit giggly. A battery, which is actually sealed. The phone has been out of the plastic, and a charger. So that's pretty much it. Now, in terms of this box that I've purchased, the headphones are missing. Not really too fussed, to be honest. So I'm going to unsheath the phone. I mean, this is not just nearly new or reconditioned or anything like this. This is absolutely brand new. So this came out in sort of 2000, 2001. I can very distinctly remember going into Nottingham and buying my first T68, the world's first colour phone. Before that I'd only had Nokia's, maybe the 3210, and I think I got this from probably BT Cellnet, which went on to kind of become O2 in the UK. So I'm going to pull off the screen protector. I mean, that is on there, that's not... Oh, I've got to do this nice and gently. Wow. I mean, there's a lot of pixels on this screen. Oh, I've already dirted the bloody screen. There you go. So this is the bit that I'm actually more concerned about. The battery is sealed. I've recently tried to pick up a battery for the original T68 with the grey, or the sort of blacky charcoaly grey rubberised backing, and I've just not been able to find one. And then one popped up on eBay, and they wanted £70 English for it, for one of these, for a battery. So I put an offer in, £50, and that was accepted a week ago. As of yet, it's still not turned up, so I've still got my fingers crossed that that's actually going to arrive. So I mean, genuinely, this battery is 20 odd years old. I am absolutely not expecting this to work in any way, shape or form. So what I'm really expecting to do now is pop this in here. I'm going to give it a little press just to see if anything happens. If I remember, would that be the on-off button? See if anything happens. If it doesn't, obviously I'm going to pop it on charge, give it an hour, and then come back and complete the video. Yeah, I mean, nothing's happening, but there's the phone with the battery put into the back. What a beautiful thing. Just a little bit overexposed because that light there is on my face. But what a beautiful thing. So what I'll do, just while I'm still on camera, I'm going to undo the power cable. I'm going to plug it in, and then we're going to find out whether it looks like this battery is going to charge or not in front of me. So bottom of the phone, no such thing as well, there was USB, but no such thing as USB charging back then. You always got proprietary cables for these things back in the day. So let's give this a little plug in. Aha! Immediately, little red light come on just there. That suggests to me that it's charging. Again, fingers crossed. I'm just going to try turning it on whilst it's accepting charge. Okay, so nothing's happening yet. I'm going to go away. I'm going to leave this for like an hour, get some charge in it, and I'll come back and we'll have a look and see whether it's working. Fingers crossed. Cross your fingers with me. I genuinely have no idea. Right then, so I've given it an hour. The screen's actually come alive. I'm hoping that this will show up on the camera, but there's actually a little, yeah, that's showing up on the camera. Ace, bottom right hand corner, there's a little battery charging. So let's, oh, it's actually on. Right, oh, is it on? Right, let's just... Alright, it wasn't on. It's asking me to insert SIM. Don't have a SIM to hand, but I'm not too fussed about trying to make calls. It's a bit of a shitter, isn't it? Can't use it without a SIM. Bugger. Right, back in a bit. Right, so I've been out, I've left the phone on charge. We've got a green light, so that means that the phone is charged, as far as I can tell. So that's good news, and it means that I can put the charge cable over there out of the way. So all we've got now is this screen. Well, no, the screen's gone off now anyway. So what I'm going to do is stick a SIM card in. I've been and procured basically all of them, because I have no idea if this is locked to any network. Sticking a SIM card in these things was pretty easy back in the day. You simply had a battery and a phone and the SIM card goes in there. So I'm going to eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going to go Vodafone. If anybody ever needs a cheap SIM card, local shop, high street, these are £1. And for £1 you get some data and stuff. But anyway, so slide that in there. If this doesn't work, what I'm going to have to do is pick up a 3G SIM card off the internet if I can. So then, I want to turn it on. What I'm going to do is just place it down there, press on, and then the camera above me should hopefully pick up. There it is. There's the Sony Ericsson splash screen. Searching for a network. It thinks it's 11 minutes past 5 in the AM, which it is not. There we go. Vodafone UK. Couple of bars of excellent. A couple of bars of excellent. What I meant to say was a couple of bars of 3G signal. So, I mean, I don't know whether this LCD would have been exactly as bright as that back in the day. If I'm honest, it may just be that the screen has degraded over this last 20 years or whatever, or whether that is just how good it always was. So I'm just going to run through a few settings. I've just pressed a button and it's asked me, it said the phone book is empty, copy from SIM. Well, no, there shouldn't be anything on the SIM, maybe a Vodafone customer service number. So let's press that middle button. So this is pretty much all you used to have on these old school phones. A phone book, and where you could call your contacts, manage your contacts, etc. And the text messaging side of things. Now, I'm sure there'll be people that can correct me on this one, but I think that this was one of the first phones, if not the first phone, to have Bluetooth. And Bluetooth was actually designed or developed by Ericsson, so it wouldn't surprise me if this was one of the first, if not the first. And I think it might also be the first to have MMS, so be able to attach little audio files and little video files and pictures and things like that. So in there you can view the welcome screen. I'd really like... Oh, hello, what's happening there? Oh, I'm not... I can't be asked for that. Right, delete message. No, I don't want to delete it, just go back. What's the back button? Right, so it looks like that's the back button. Call voicemail, which we don't want to do. Apparently you can do some email of some form. Calls, that will just be literally a register of the calls that you've made. So WAP services was internet, so that would have been a browser. Again, whether that works or not, I will see what it does immediately. So please just remember, this is just an unboxing. I've not messed around with this for any length of time. This is kind of happening live from my point of view, so I've not had time to kind of delve into these things and explore what works and what doesn't work. So maybe if anybody's interested, maybe I'll do a follow-up video of what I've managed to find. apparently I've got a new SMS from Vodafone. Read now. Yes. Welcome to Vodafone. Great news, your pay-as-you-go plan is now active. Allowance minutes, 30 days starts now, proceed. Yeah, why not? So I've got a nice new burner phone. I mean, when I went into the shop to buy all these SIM cards, the guy's giving me the look. He's like, I know what you're doing, lad. I'm like, mate, I've just got a load of old retro phones. He's like, nah. He's like, you're either a pimp or a dealer. I'm like, it's none of those things. I've literally just bought a load of retro phones. So he's just give me the wink, and I'm like, give me his £4, and then. So I'm probably on some watch list now anyway. Okay, I just want to listen to some ringtones, frankly. So let's head up to the top. Now, often when I get some of these old phones, I can kind of remember the ringtones, but I got bored of ringtones very quickly and just used the Ring. That rings a bell. That kind of, I think I can remember that one. Oh, I don't know if that's very pleasant. Ooh. I mean, these are all pretty awful, aren't they? So I might probably use something like that. I prefer just a Ring. Pathetic. Scary. Yep, that's what I'd have used. Either high pitch, low pitch, medium pitch. Yeah, that was my tone. So I'm going to leave that on. So there are some games on here, which I'm going to try and have a look at next. So there's just before I look at the games, there's options to connect. So there will be an option to connect to Bluetooth. When you put it into discoverable, what I always liked about this was you actually physically got a little flashy blue light. I'm sure the camera must be picking that up. Yeah, you just see the flashy blue light on the top there just to show that you're in discoverable, and also the Bluetooth logo. So again, this may be one of the first times that people will have even seen the Bluetooth logo. So one thing I seem to remember doing this, because it's got an infrared port, it used to be that you could connect your laptop directly to the phone. So I had this massive old chunky laptop, and if you point your infrared, the infrared sensor here at your laptop, it meant that they could talk together, and you could actually go onto the internet with your laptop using this as a modem. I mean, it was a bit of a faff, but when it worked, and it was pretty good if I remember. So fun and games. So this is a little mousey kind of type joystick thing. So up, down, left, right, and then press the button in. Remain discoverable for Bluetooth. No, we don't really want to do that. I'm going to head out of there. I'm going to not exit. You can compose your own ringtones. Ooh. No, I don't really want to save that. Where are the games? Show me the games. Ooh. Apparently you can have a multiplayer game of tennis, I assume via 2 yeah, multiplayer. So maybe you could connect via Bluetooth and have a game of tennis with someone else with one of these phones. try a single game. Check out those graphics. Oh, it's colour. So we basically have Pong here, and I am losing already. No sound. Oh, 15 all. Come on. $15.30. Lost. Well, I've lost that game already. Let's have a look at naval fleets. I'm going to guess that this is basically battleships. Oh, I don't really know what's going off there. I don't care. There was a help thing. So, yeah, there was a load of games and ringtones and all of that kind of stuff. And overall, this is a lovely phone. But what you may have noticed that it doesn't have is a camera. And in actual fact, it did come with a camera. But it was a little clip-on add-on. And I managed to find one. This was off of eBay, as with the phone, for about 30 quid. The guy that I bought it off said that it was brand new, never used. It isn't. It's in very, very good condition though. So that's the camera. That's how the little camera unit works, and you plug this into the bottom of the phone, and like, oh no, yeah, which way do you, oh, you've got to put it in the wrong way around, so that was selfie mode. So you've got to plug it into the bottom of the phone like so, and then the phone recognises immediately that you've plugged your camera module in, so you press to take a picture, and you get a 320 pixel by a 240 pixel photograph. So on the basis that this area is already illuminated by my lighting, etc., I'm going to see how that looks, and I'm going to add a couple of these into the video. So you take the video, take the photograph, click accept. Have to then click save. That then saves the picture. And then hopefully we'll be able to look at the picture back. But can you just imagine walking around with... Right, so that's that photo saved. It looks like I can save up to 19 photos in the memory. So let's see what else. Let's get a photo of that. And let's see how this looks. Accept, save. And then once it's saved, you've actually got the option to send the picture. So I'm going to try at some point, and I'm going to do this off camera. I'm going to try and send it to my iPhone. I am guessing that the photos must be stored. There must be some memory in the camera. I mean, look on there. Communicam is a mobile camera that lets you take and send sharp, instant snapshots together with your mobile phone. You can store... It uses the phone's display as a viewfinder and can store 14 to 208 pictures. So this little camera's actually got some storage, some flash storage in it. Very interesting. Anyhow, look, I've been rambling on way too long. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to kind of wrap this up. I might do a follow-up video when I've played with this a little bit more. But I just wanted to show you this phone. It's brand new. It's bowled me over a little bit, to be honest, to find something like this so new, and it brings back a lot of memories. I am still going to be on the lookout for the original Ericcson T68 rather than the T68i. It's got a different splash screen, with like a little world like a globe rotating, and that's what I want to see. I'm really happy with it overall. I have absolutely no complaints at all. So yeah, there we are. The Ericcson T68i from 2001-ish, maybe 2002. This is a 20-year-old bit of kit, smartphone, whatever you want to call it. I love it. It's going to take it's going to take pride of place in my collection. So I'm really pleased, really pleased to have picked it up. So I'm back. I'm going to do more videos over the next few weeks. I'm going to try and do, as I said earlier, I'm going to try and do maybe one a week, maybe 2 or 3 a month. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you see fit and you want to see some other videos, you know what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Yeah, but hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Alright, take care.
Retro Unboxing.